Hello, everyone, and welcome to Allie's Advocacy for Traumatic Brain Injury Survivors. I hope everyone is doing wonderful today. Few updates before I get into we're going to get back into doing legislation, and I am not going to be going to switch pages to where I'm going, because I've gone back and watched the previous podcast and noticed that I've gone completely mute. You guys couldn't hear me. So I'll just go to the websites, get the links, post them in the chat, and just basically tell you a little bit about it. And I'll just kind of draft something up off the fly and over the weekend work on something and build something up, um, or another, and we'll have something kind of a draft of a finished, polished, or whatever for next Friday. But little updates. I'm going to end up, after this podcast is over, emailing all the volunteers on Volunteer Match because I'm so excited. This week, I got notified that I have 3 new volunteers on for TBI Raiders. 2 are Oklahoma State University students. 1 is a student from Stillwater High School. I believe is a former student that I've substituted. I don't remember. I believe so. I don't know. But I'm very excited about all 3. The high school student is I think VP, or it's an office. She's an officer for I believe it was International Student Association. And what made me excited about that is if it given opportunity to help bring more awareness for those who don't speak English and that need to help get more awareness about traumatic brain injury and need to know about what there is about the injury and to be able to get more resources to help those in their community and everything. And so that was that. The registration form that I've got, it needs to be revamped. It's just, and the opportunities that I need to get worked on that needs to be needs to be revamped registration form. The opportunities that need to be posted and everything else is I need an administrative assistant to help me with everything and stuff. Then we have the podcast that's on YouTube and everything. We have the newsletter that I used to do solo, and there's no longer a newsletter going on, but I used to do 1 or 2 newsletters that I used to do frequently, like either bi-weekly or monthly. I don't remember how often I did it. Then there are 6 websites. Write that down. There's 6 websites that I've created. There's Advocacy that volunteers can do on traumatic brain injury. Then there's ever so fun politics. People might get annoyed with it. I get a kick out of it. Then for those that like to create graphics and draw and create graphics on the computer, there's that opportunity. And then those that like to write speeches or even give speeches, there's the opportunity to do that or help write speeches for when I have to say if I ever go to the state capitol to give a speech before the House of Representatives. Because I know the last few times I've done it like 3 days in advance. I don't want to do that again. Or if I do go, I might want to take some volunteers with me and have them do some speaking or another and give some opportunities when I go to organizations or another to speak, give some opportunities for volunteers to speak. So there's those opportunities. And now we shall get into the ever so fun legislation. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard me speak on the introduction, because I don't know if I was on a different website when I was writing this and everything, but what I got drafted so far for bipolar disorder was to be an education week and have it be a yearly event. And for the introduction, I have educate or make others more aware of the 4 types of bipolar disorder, which are bipolar 1 disorder, bipolar 2 disorder. This one I know I cannot pronounce. Cyclothymic disorder or cyclothymia. If Jennifer watches this, she's gonna crack up. She's just my best friend that cracks up at anything I do. And bipolar disorder. Then there's quote unquote other specified and quote unquote unspecified. I've not done anything else, but I've gone to a website that's like advocating. It's forgot what website it's for, but it had a page for advocating for those with bipolar disorder, and I wrote down some stuff, and I'm going to eventually get to those. I'm going to get the links and post them in the chat. But the 4 things or 5 things that I wrote down were pursue peer support, advocate for self-advocacy, support network, organize, and then begin with conversations at home. And so if you guys would like to help me with building what you guys want to go into the legislation, post in the comments below. So let me go get the links, and I'm not going to talk, because I know I look just weird. Can't you hear me? But who knew? Okay, this link is for the one in Oklahoma. See if it'll let me post that one. Okay. There's that one. There's all those that I got from that. You go to I think it's like education area. You'll find it. And I've got one more. Okay, that is the last one that I found. And so I will be working on something between now and next Friday. And I will also be doing some other stuff, maybe some Facebook Live or Instagram. And then I've got the other Facebook Lives on Monday and Wednesday. So you all have a good one, and I will talk to you later.